We will go back to Joseph Akable for more on this story, but in the meantime, Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Attah's expected appearance on the floor of Parliament to make statements on the plans to deal with the COVID-19 pandemic has been postponed because the President will address the nation tonight. Majority Leader Osei Mensah-Bonsu says the minister's statements to the House will only be necessary if there are issues to be addressed after the President's speech. Joseph Opoku-Gakpo joins us with more. So, Joseph, when did the Majority Leader make this statement, and what more do we know about the President's intended address?
So, a few minutes ago, he delivered what is described as the business statement on the floor, which outlines what the House will be doing in the week ahead. And among others, he disclosed that the House will be going on break at the end of next week. But in the course of that, he made the point that today the Finance Minister was expected in the House. You know, he came.
Hello, Joseph.
MPs on the specific measures that are being rolled out in order to help deal with the economic situations in the light of the COVID-19 spread. But he says that today he was supposed to come give MPs an update, but because the President will be speaking to the nation later tonight, it will not be necessary because it's possible a lot of what they'll be announcing to MPs is something that the President will be speaking to. And so it's only after the President's address that a decision can be taken on whether at all he still needs to show up in his post, and even the Health Minister as well, as to whether the two of them would have to appear before MPs at any point in time before the House goes on break later next week.
Right. So what was the reaction of the minority to this?
They have been pushing, first of all, that the Health Minister appears to make a statement and offer MPs more clarification. So they thought that this would have been an opportunity. Particularly, the Minority Leader, Harry Idris, to make the point that they, the minority MPs, are not in favor of an idea the Majority Leader floated that the House will be sitting tomorrow to consider some loans and other agreements. But they will only show up tomorrow, Saturday, for business if the Finance Minister will come deal with the COVID-19 issue. If you won't come to deal with the COVID-19 issues and other items that have to be on the agenda, then they can't count on the minority MPs to show up tomorrow, Saturday, to do any business in the House.
Hold on just a moment, Joseph. Let's listen to Osei Mensah-Bonsu and we'll come back to you.
Let me also say that this is the President's program to address the nation. As I indicated, the Finance Minister was to come to this House today with a statement. But given the circumstances at the time, and because of the rapid unfolding of events, the President will address the nation this evening. That doesn't mean that the Finance Minister will have to hold on to his own statement, which was going to be delayed until tomorrow. It depends on the exigencies and indeed what the President's statement would contain. If there are matters that we have to address very early after the delivery of the statement, then the Finance Minister will be here with us tomorrow. Other than that, if there are not very compelling reasons for the Finance Minister to deliver his statement, the statement will be delivered Monday. You see that? So accordingly, I submit the statement for the NC. Thank you very much.
That was Osei Mensah-Bonsu. Now, Joseph, the minority in Parliament is asking the Majority Leader to make space for the House to debate whether government should impose a national lockdown. He says the people's representatives must have a say in that decision, and it's out of place that space has not been made for it as the House prepares to rise next week. What more do we know?
So, Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa, who is the MP for North Tongue and the minority spokesperson on foreign affairs, after hearing the Majority Leader lay out what the House will be doing next, made the point that there are bigger issues that are transpiring in the nation at the moment that MPs should be talking about, including whether national lockdowns should be imposed. He makes the point that they, as the people's representatives, their voice needs to be heard right in the chamber on that particular issue. And he adds that provisions be made for that sometime next week. The Majority Leader in response indicated that even something Mr. Black alluded to, that there's a lot of questions directed at the Health Minister about the COVID-19 issues, directed at the Finance Minister, as well as other ministers, are things that he is discussing with leadership and the Minority Leader and all, how to streamline that conversation going into next week. So The majority leader wasn't definite on whether space would be made for the House to debate that, but he says all issues around COVID-19 are things that they are still streamlining how conversations around it should happen next week before the House goes on break later in the week.
Thank you very much, Joseph Opoku-Kakpo, for those updates.